Hello, my name is Hubert, Winfred and Sañez, and for today we will be tackling about the print functions or the Python programming functions, that is the basics of the Python program. The first one would be the print function is a built-in function. It prints outputs a specified message to the screen or console window. Built-in function means these are the functions that will be suggested to you with whatever you type within the translator that you are using, may it be Visual Code Studio or online GTB. Built-in functions, contrary to user-defined functions, are always available and don't have to be imported. Python 3.7.1 comes with the 69 built-in functions. You can find their full list provided in alphabetical order in the Python standard library. To call a function or function invocation, you need to use the functioning followed by parentheses. You can pass arguments into a function by placing them inside the parentheses. You must separate arguments with a comma, or an empty print function outputs an empty line to the screen, in which case, whenever using a function with a print function, you need to always have the open parenthesis brackets or with the quotation marks, because the Python program will not read it unless you have inputted the special symbols that it will be using to read in the Python programming language. Python strings are delimited with quotes. I am a string or I am a string. Computer programs are collections of instructions. An instruction is a command to perform a specific task when executed, to print a certain message to the screen. For example, let us input print, open parenthesis, quotation marks, hello, and then space, verb, then close quotation mark, and then close brackets. Always include the quotation marks and the parentheses because it signifies as the readable content that the Python program is using. In Python strings, the backslash is a special character which announces that the next character has a different meaning, and backslash with n is the new line character that starts a new output line, just like empty print, but in which case the new line comes within the string that you have inputted. Positional arguments are the ones whose meaning is dictated by their position. The second argument is outputted after the first. The third is outputted after the second. Basing from its own title, positional arguments, every argument that you have inputted in Python programming language is determined by whatever comes first. First in, first out. Keyword arguments are the ones whose meaning is not dictated by their location but by a special word used to identify them. The end and sep parameters can be used for formatting the output of the print function. The sep parameters specify the separators between the outputted arguments. For example, print, open quotation mark, each, close quotation mark, and then comma, and then as we proceed it, we will repeat it hello. Right before we close it, we will put sep equals, and then open quotation mark, and then minus, and then actually it's a dash, but we will be counting it as a minus, but let's say it's a dash, and then close quotation mark and then close parenthesis, whereas the n parameter specifies what to print at the end of the n print statement. So that is the print function topic. Moving on into integers, literals are notations for representing some kind of fixed values in code. Python has various types of literals. For example, a literal can be a number or a string, in which case, type of set of characters. The binary system is a system of numbers that employs 2 as the base. Therefore, a binary number is made up of zeros and ones only. Is 10 is 1010 is 10 in decimal. There are 2 binary systems that are introduced in integers that are unknown to the mathematical language or mathematical world: octal and hexadecimal numeration systems. Similarly, employ 8 and 16 as their bases. Going to the octal, in which case the range would be 0 to 7 and not 1 to 8. Same goes for 16, 0 to 15 and not 1 to 60 as their base. The hexadecimal system uses the decimal numbers and 6 extra letters. So in hexadecimal, we would, instead of inputting 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, we will be inputting alphabetical numbers or extra letters. We will be inputting A, B, C, D, E, and F, filling the holes of the numbers 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Integers, or simply ints, are one of the numerical types supported by Python. They are numbers written without a fractional component. 256 or negative integers. Floating point numbers, or simply floats, are another one of the numerical types supported by Python. They are numbers that contain a fractional component. This is the opposite of integers, but in which case they are both numerical types at which Python supports. Floating point or simply floats are the fractional part in which Python recognizes a number that is, may it be negative or a positive number. To encode an apostrophe or a quote inside a string, you can either use the escape character or open the close and string using an opposite set of symbols to the ones you wish to encode. To encode an apostrophe, you must start it with the apostrophe and end it with the apostrophe also, may it be in string or in the integer or the float numbers. Boolean values are the 2 constant objects, true and false, used to represent truth values. In numeric context, 1 is true while 0 is false. This is a set of system that Python recognizes that Boolean values are a fraction of, or a system of guessing, no, actually not guessing, identifying which is true and which is false. And that is for the literals and the integers. Lastly, an operation is a combination of values which evaluates to a value. Operators are special symbols or keywords which are able to operate on the values and perform mathematical operations for each kind of operations we will be encountering. There are different kinds of symbols we will start with the plus sign, in which case it will be the arithmetic operators in Python. The dash would be subtraction, and the asterisk is the multiplication. The forward slash is the division, and returns a float if one of the values is of float type. And another type is the percent sign would be the modulus, divides left operand by right operand and returns the remainder of the operation. The double asterisk is the exponentiation, in which case the power up, it traces the power. And then the double backslash would be the floor integer division, returns a number resulting from division, but rounded down to the nearest whole number. A unary operator is an operator with only one operand, while the binary operator is an operator with two operands in a set of string. Some operators act before others, like the hierarchy of priorities, like MDAS, multiplication, division, addition, and then subtraction. In unary operator, the addition and the subtraction have the highest priority. Then comes the exponentiation, and then the multiplication, division, and then the modulus. And the lowest priority in binary is the plus sign and the subtraction. Sub-expression in parentheses are always calculated first, and the exponentiation operator uses right-sided binding. That would be all, and thank you.